All right, church, let's get uncomfortable. This week, we've been looking at uncomfortable truths to challenge each other with, and in that, I have realized that it can be very uncomfortable to talk about what you're struggling with. It is not easy. Um, and so, looking at the list of things that you can find on your Bringing It Home document that was sent to you on Sunday morning in your email. And if you don't have that, feel free to reach out and we can make sure you're getting that. But the one on the list that really is like challenging for myself is pursuing godliness in smaller decisions having an effect on the bigger ones. I feel like it can be pretty easy to consult God in your big decisions, or to just think about what God would want you to do in those big decisions, whether that's because you're thinking it through more, you're making pros and cons lists, etc. I'm a list maker myself. But in small decisions like what time am I going to get up in the morning, or how am I going to spend my evening, what movie am I going to watch today, those small decisions, pursuing godliness in those is so much harder. But it really does. Like, if you are pursuing godliness in all those small decisions, they affect not only the big decisions you have to make, but your life in general. So if I decide to wake up half an hour earlier so that I can spend some time in the Word, whether that's in the devotional or just reading the Bible or even just praying in the morning, that's going to be a way better start to my day than rolling out of bed and scrolling on my phone for half an hour, which I do quite often. Um, but taking that time and making that change to pursue godliness in those times might be harder, but in the long run, it's going to be better for me because I will more easily be able to pour into other people because I'm already in the Word, so I'm of the Word, as opposed to just filling my mind with the toxicity that's on social media. But I also want to talk to you about that uncomfortable feeling of challenging yourself, but also challenging other people. It's really hard to challenge yourself on something. It's even harder to challenge someone else. But they need it. You need it. And your friendships will grow because of it. Um, Having someone else kind of hold you accountable for those challenge things and being that person that you can go to not only challenge, but to make sure that they're doing okay and that they're living up to that challenge is also super important. It's hard to go through that sort of stuff by yourself, and trying to find those people isn't easy either. So if you're the person who's reaching out and challenging those other people, they will appreciate you for it more than you know, even though it can be uncomfortable. Step out of that uncomfortable feeling and challenge someone else with some of those uncomfortable truths this week. Find out what truth they're struggling with and talk them through it, whether that's just being there to listen through why that's a struggle for them, or who knows what they could be needing. But it's a phone call away, a text message, a socially distanced coffee date, anything. But make sure that you're reaching out to those in your community, your family, your small group, and challenging each other, building each other up in God's family.